Hello everybody and welcome to next week's video. I'm coming to you from the future, if that makes sense. Well, it probably doesn't make sense, you'll be wondering what I'm talking about. So today's video isn't from here. This is a few days after today's video, like what you're about to watch. But I just thought I'd do a short intro because I think this could possibly be one of the most disastrous and worst vlogs I've ever done, well certainly in the last few years, and it was mainly because I was rushing, but I'll come back and maybe give you a synopsis from this wonderful location at the end of the video. But yeah, I was rushing because it was a school night. It was only 2 nights ago and here I am back out feeding the rat, yeah, as you'll find out in this video, we do talk a wee bit about addiction, the bits that you can hear anyway. That gives the game away on why it was so bad. But anyway, here's me pulling up, waiting for Gerry to come in my school clothes. I'll report back from this wonderful mountain and give you a wee glimpse into next week's video at the end of the video. Hope you enjoy it. Right, I need to get myself sorted for this one. I don't know if you can see me. I think you can see me. Let me just move this up. I have been at work. I think this is an addiction. I've got my microphone here, and it was going to take me about 2.5 hours to get through Glasgow, and I was in the west side of Glasgow, and it was going to take me half an hour to come up to do a hill walk here. So I phoned Gerry, and this is where I am. So I need to get changed out of my work gear and into my hill walking gear. I tell you what, I'm addicted to this. It's definitely an addiction. Right, I'll report back when I'm out of this clobber. I think this will do. I think we maybe out of shot at the gate, Gerry. Hopefully you can see us. We've got the wee camera, so I'm holding the microphone because I've only got one. As I said, this was a last minute thing, wasn't it? I phoned you about 35 minutes ago.
I'm always on call for the hills, you know that. Yeah. Any emergencies, phone me.
I think he's got the same addiction as I've got.
Absolutely.
It's one of these things, isn't it? You finish. When was the last time we were out? What was it?
The last time we were out.
Aye, together.
It was Cragging the other day.
Oh yeah, on Beinn Dubh. Yeah. So as soon as that's finished, you're always thinking about the next. And this is a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah.
So
I was personally out the other day. A lovely day in Curridge, one mowing. It's fantastic.
Actually, I need to speak to you about that. Anyway,
right.
We're going up a hill here, which Gerry knows very well. I've never been up this group of hills or any of the hills here, so we'll report back and it'll be well. Right,
let's go.
Right, lead on, sir. I need to go back for the camera though. It's perched precariously on a post, but it's not going to fall. One of the reasons we decided to go up on a school night was the weather had been fantastic for a few weeks, and you've really got to take advantage of that in Scotland. So up we headed through some lovely woodlands and the views started to open up. Right, I've got the microphone out there, they're ready. This is, yeah, we'll stop here. I think we'll be outshot in a minute. That lens isn't very wide, it's not like the old one, so...
Get out of the way, Gerry.
So, microphone in the middle. Can you guess where we are? Look at this view behind us. Probably a well-known view to west. Maybe Glaswegians maybe might know this better than Dundonians,
Well, it certainly is a western thing, but a central belt thing for sure. But anybody who lives in Scotland should pay pilgrimage, come here at some point. Yeah. So we're overlooking the southern end of Loch Lomond.
And Connick Hill's on the other side, so in case you're thinking we're on Connick Hill, we're not.
That's Connick Hill there, you can make out the path on it.
Yeah.
And you see all the lovely islands, but more of that later I think, because as you get higher here, the view just improves.
Yeah, so we get up a bit higher before the sunset?
I think we're going to have to, because I've only brought my sunglasses.
Oh wait a minute, something that Gerry's, I'm not going to mention it now, but see if you notice it, maybe in 2 bits he's not getting away with wearing this without me mentioning it. Right, let's go.
You're not to call it the American thing.
Well, it's getting called the American thing. With excitement building over Gerry's new waist bag thing, we headed up. It was lovely, the views were nice, there was a nice breeze keeping the beasties away and keeping us cool, and the sun was shining. It really was a fabulous evening. Oh. Right, it's a bit breezy now, so we're going to get our jackets out. I'm going to get my jacket out of my rucksack or backpack. Gerry's taking his out of his fanny pack and putting it on.
It's anatomically incorrect, it's a bum bag.
A fanny pack for the American viewers, a bum bag for everyone of the European viewership.
Listen, you can't oppress me.
I have style, I have yellow trousers on. Right, I need to put this down. We'll get our jackets on. Right, that's us ready to go. Jackets on, hood up, to the top. A close up of Gerry's fanny pack there. There we go. I'm actually a bit jealous. It's probably more practical than what I've got, to be honest with you. But anyway, right, on to the top. Can't be too far. Yonder. Let's go. Well, bags were saddled and we headed up, and headed actually past the summit to get a lovely viewpoint north. But as you can see, this was yet another example of my microphones failing. Well, the microphones didn't fail. I failed. I'm not quite sure where I went wrong, but anyway, there was lovely views to the Arachar Alps and to the hills, to the surrounding Loch Lomond, and here's some footage of the lovely hills. So here we are at the summit.
Hey, Beinn Dubh.
Beinn Dubh. So we're just going to have a wee drink here before shooting off back down.
What do you drink from my bum bag?
Your bum bag? Yes, okay. I'm not going to mention the F word again. Drink. And yeah, the Luss hills are actually quite nice. I've never been here. It's in your book though, Gerry. Not that I'm plugging it, but you've...
Again. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good walking to be had here. The full circuit is quite a hard day actually, but there's a lot of good walking to be had. A lot of it pathless, which adds to it. But on an evening like this, I'm sure Murray will show you on the way down.
Just carry on.
The views of the islands. This is Banana Man. That's why his trousers are yellow.
22 Acacia Avenue I live at.
Yeah, Banana Man and Fanny Pack Man. That's how you only edit that.
This is staying in. Wait till we show you the views on the way down though. Fantastic. Right. Wee bite to eat and then we'll get going. With the clouds starting to filter in from the east and the sun starting to disappear, it was time to head back down, and the route back down was the same way we'd gone up, but the views were straight ahead of us, and what a fabulous descent it was. Anyway, right, just to finish off, I think we mentioned that you were saying that we might call this video a quick fix, because in all seriousness, I think we have got a problem. We are addicted to the hills, but there's a reason for that. It's a good addiction, isn't it? I think
there are worse things to be addicted to.
Indeed, but I think you get endorphins for the exercise, fresh air, views.
The sad thing is, like every addiction, no sooner have you been up the hill and you get home, you think, where am I going out next?
Was it feeding the
rat?
Catch you in the next one. I don't know what to say really, apart from sorry. The footage and the audio particularly, especially in the last segment, was terrible. I don't know what happened. I just wasn't paying attention to plugging in my microphones, so I lost a lot of footage on this trip, or last trip. We're back to the future now, so this is a couple of days later. That was a school night. We're now on Saturday, and anyway, there was some golden footage as well. We had Gerry doing an Aberdeenshire accent, telling some really bad grandad jokes. That's all lost now. It's all lost because the technology never picked it up. You got away with one there. Anyway, so what we were trying to say was, it is an addiction, and me being out 2 days later, and I know Gerry's he's out today with his son up Beinn Dubh, just 2 days after being out. But I think it's a good addiction. In some ways, I suppose it's got its downfalls in other ways. And as soon as you've finished an adventure, you're always thinking about the next fix. And that's what I was trying to say. But God knows if the audio is, if I can save the audio from that clip. Probably not. Anyway, here's a wee spoiler for next week. Stay tuned, and or tune in at 7 o'clock next Wednesday, and you'll get this hopefully crystal clear audio and in focus footage of what's been a magnificent day. I'm now at the end of the ridge. I've been over 4 peaks and I'm just sitting here sunbathing. It's roasty toasty, nice breeze, and yeah, not wanting to give too many spoilers away, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Right, I now need to go and do some filming for this adventure, which will be next week's video, I think. Anyway, see you next week. Oh.